All right, this is take two on this one because my first one blowed up. All right, so we're going to make a Dragon Slayer sword, which is very popular with our kids because it's the biggest sword that we make. You're going to need a 360, which is a 3-inch diameter balloon that is 60 inches long when inflated, and a 260, which is 2 inches in diameter and 60 inches long when inflated. The kids get to pick their own colors, which they love to do. This one is, yeah, quite popular at the market. We do some jagged swords. We do a lot of knight swords. We do a lot of pirate swords. And then we do a lot of jagged sword or Dragon Slayer swords. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and blow up my 360. I'm blowing it up quite a ways, but I am leaving a good 6-inch tail on it because I don't need this whole thing. It's going to be long, and if we go too long and I blow it up to the end of the balloon, it'll get floppy, and so it won't be a good sword. It'll be just floppy. Now I'm going to go ahead and hold this under my armpit while I get ready for my next chunk, which is building that hilt out of my 260. I'm going to go ahead and blow this up quite a ways. It doesn't matter too much because I'm not going to use the whole thing. But I do want to have enough air in here so that I'm going to be able to make maybe a slightly larger handle than I did for my jagged sword or for when I did the knight sword. So I'm going to go to a 5 to 6 inch bubble here for the handle of my sword. And then I'm going to do a 5 to 6 inch side of the hilt. My 1-inch bubble, which is going to turn into a pinch twist jewel at the end. And then go ahead and twist those two together. And I've got the one side of my hilt now. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, the 5 to 6 inch bubble, my 1-inch bubble, and matching it up, give it a little twist, and now I've got my handles. I'm going to go ahead and cut the tail off of this and let out the air and what would have been the blade of our knight sword. I'm going to tie that off. And now we use the nozzle on that 360 to tie it to the handle by just winding it around in that hilt. All right, so you want to give this a good squeeze because you are going to do a pinch twist on a 360, which is a little bit bigger, crazier animal than the one on the 260. So this is about a 3.5 inch bubble. I'm going to pinch my two areas together. Pinch twist is a very descriptive term. I am pinching the two ends of that bubble together as close as I can, and then I am lifting it up and twisting it. So I pinch it and then I twist it. And then I'm going to squeeze the other side and do that again for my second pinch twist. Squeezing it in as tight as I can and lifting and twisting. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my blade and put my blade up in between those two pinch twists, having them up and down. And then I'm going to take my two sides of my hilt and put those, rather than flat, I'm going to put them sideways along this blade. Now I can go ahead and do my pinch twists on the end of the hilt for installing my jewels and my hilt. Okay, and finally, I'm going to cut off the end of this 360 and take that, pull it tight and tie it. This is going to make the end of the balloon have more strength to it. So just straighten out your balloon, and now we have our Dragon Slayer blade. We're ready.